I don't think I've really got a favourite video game or anything, you know? I mean, I just don't feel like there's anything which is really my favourite. Oh right, Assassin's Creed, yeah, that would be the one. Does that lower the value? Hey guys, what's going on? Kyle here, and on a Thursday for the first time in ever. As you can tell by the slightly bad lighting, it's getting to be winter here in the UK, and I'm sure in the rest of the world, except for New Zealand, because you guys have a Christmas in summer, which is weird. And it's a show of solidarity with Nikita. I'm not wearing pants either. What's all that about, eh? I'm so sorry about that accent. Was that racist? I always feel like I'm doing things that are racist by accident. Right, well, this week, I had something quite interesting happen to me, and Nikita, you will actually love this, because, you know Tom Hiddleston? Well, me and a friend of mine were talking about the Avengers in a coffee shop, and we couldn't quite remember his name. And what happened was, somebody on the table next to us, she kind of piped up and corrected us. I was like, yes, Hiddleston. It's Hiddleston. And we were like, oh, cheers for that. And she was like, yes, it's because I know him. Yeah, that's right. I met somebody who's met Loki, freaking Loki, who is one of my favourite characters in a film ever. Such a badass. I actually mentioned you and your love of Loki, and I also mentioned Paper Droids, and she said that she would honestly actually tell him about it. So if that happens, then that's cool. She also said she'd pass on the fact that me, my friend, and loads of other people in the world really love him for that, as just a random thing that happened in public. Like, just overhearing that, she said that she thought that was pretty cool. And I'm like, I like you. And that's a story of how I'm gonna date some... No, I'm not going to, obviously not. I'm really unconfident with women. And on a twofold coincidental note, because, I mean, like, it's related to superheroes, and it was something I was talking about with the friend from the previous story. I don't know why previous is this way. This friend and I were talking about doing something with the idea of a superhero film. But there's a twist. This twist being that it wouldn't follow a particular superhero. It would in fact follow a presenter doing a documentary about superheroes with terrible powers. Now, this idea may have been done, but I've got some really good ideas for terrible powers that I'm pretty sure haven't been done, or at least the ones that have, maybe not quite to this degree. And I don't mean to brag, but I'm a pretty good writer when it actually gets down to it. So yeah, something I want to talk about is, like, some bad superpowers. Well, actually no, I don't really have the time for that. Just the one then. One that I came up with whilst slightly inebriated with a little bit of, I think, cider. I'm from the West Country. Sue me. Stereotypical drinks aside, I came up with the idea of teleporting narcolepsy. And it's just so useless, but still technically a superpower. Because teleportation, totally legit. Narcolepsy, it's a thing that exists, and if you merge them together, you come up with something that's really annoying and has no practical applications. So for you guys, whenever anybody gets around to making their next videos, which everyone is getting really bad at, by the way, but when you get around to making your next videos, suggest a terrible superpower. And if it's terrible enough, maybe I'll use it. And I'll give you a tiny little credit. Like sort of this one. Anyway, bye!